Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a video which has been requested so many times, and I'm going to be focusing on the My Kind of Love range of perfumes, the sort of most recent new range that's come out from them. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. It's all about perfumes, so if you're a perfume fan like me, then do join us, do subscribe. I have new videos every week. I have hundreds of videos already, and do let me know your requests down below in the comments for more videos. So Kilian, or by Kilian, if you aren't familiar with the brand, is a beautiful French brand created by Kilian Hennessy. Now that is Hennessy as in the whiskey. So he is the grandson of one of the founders of the LVMH group, which is like Louis Vuitton. The H stands for Hennessy. So he's from a sort of cognac whiskey background, and as a result, I guess probably had quite a refined nose, was used to thinking about things like taste and flavours. So perfume not that far, of course, from food. There are a bunch of perfumes in the range by Kilian, I think over 70. So I'm only going to focus on this new range, which seems to have attracted quite a lot of interest, and you're probably most familiar with this one. They come in these very unique bottles that have big, and they're quite heavy, big heavy circle globe, and then the base tells you the name of the perfume. So they're essentially just a circle bottle, and then this is like how you store it. Very, very unique. So what I have to try is the Fun Things Always Happen After Sunset, which is the newest one in the range. And then I also have this like sort of sample set called What's Your Kind of Love, which has 4 of the original ones in. And I've also been to the shop to check out some of the other ones in the range. There are 2 others that I don't have right here, but I have tried them, don't worry. So they all have quite long names, but then this bit in red where it's is kind of the name of the perfume. So this perfume's called After Sun. Okay, this needs to be on a flat surface. It doesn't stick by itself. Yeah, so they're called After Sunset, and then they have this longer version of the name, but I think they do also just go by just the red bit of each name. So this one, the notes in here are very common in a lot of modern perfumes. If you like things like Black Opium, Jimmy Choo, Flower Bomb, you're probably gonna like this. It has that patchouli that's in all of them, but it's also very green. It has rose, it has muskin, and it has blackcurrant. Quite a lot of lychee. Now I've been wearing this for a few days, and what I find is the patchouli and musk and the green notes probably dominate the most for me. The blackcurrant, I don't really get that much, and the lychee, I guess that kind of merges with the green a bit. It is very pretty. It does definitely smell exclusive. You can tell if you smelt this on someone that it was a well-made quality perfume. It doesn't smell cheap at all. But this is probably, I'd say, the safest in the range if you were getting it as a gift or you wanted to buy one to try. If you like patchouli perfumes, then this one is your sort of modern girl, sophisticated. You could wear it to work, but you could also wear it in the evening, perhaps with a few more sprays. In terms of longevity, I found this one lasted, but the projection went down quite quickly. So you did have to be quite close to smell it after an hour or so. So it's not super heavy and dominating, so don't worry about that. So next we have Princess, or I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. This one I think might be my favourite from the range. It is very sweet and warm. It's like a warm marshmallow, but it doesn't smell like a super sweet marshmallow like an Ariana Grande, Britney Spears perfume marshmallow. It smells like a toasted marshmallow, like you put one on the fire, because it's mixed with vanilla, benzoin and peach. It feels very, very warm. I really enjoy wearing this. I kept smelling this the most out of all of them. Like, it just felt really comforting to smell. So really good for the winter, I think, if you're looking for a comforting fragrance. And of course the name Princess is very cute. This also comes in a rose version. Now this one, it comes in a really pink pretty bottle as well. I really liked having a look at this one, and this I really liked as well. It's more rosy, whereas the other one is basically just like a marshmallow, warm marshmallow. The rose does come through. So if you do like sweet but you don't want just all sweet and you'd like some floral in there, then this is a nice option. And again, I think the pink bottle's really pretty if you're not a fan of black. So next we have Kissing, or Kissing Burns 6.4 calories a minute, wanna work out. So they are quite comical names, I think, and very sort of female independent. I found this one really similar to the Princess one actually. It has vanilla in again, and it has a sugary note, so very similar to the marshmallow and vanilla of Princess. Almost not identical, but very similar. When I first spray it, you get a lot of lime, which is a bit of an odd combination with that vanilla, I personally found. But, you know, if I compare them side by side, I have them here on my arm, they now smell very similar. That's after a few hours. It did maybe be a little bit green, a little bit fresh, but I personally, on my skin, they came across quite similar. So what would I choose? Maybe you'd have the Kissing one for during the day when things are a bit more light, you know, brighter, and then you'd go for just the pure marshmallowy Princess one in the evening. Next is Boys, or Bad Boys Are No Good, but Good Boys Are No Fun. It's funny because it's true. This one has a really interesting Coca-Cola note in it. And I love Diet Coke. I drink so much Diet Coke. I know it's not good for you, but it does have, I really like that. That's such a modern fragrance note. But the thing that kind of wasn't for me in this one is that it has a lot of cedar in as well. It also has nutmeg, amberwood, cinnamon, so it's getting a little bit towards like quite woody, and to me this almost smelled like a man's perfume, but I know there are so many people that love those woody traditionally male style perfumes, so this is definitely one for you. But I do, yeah, it really smells like a man's perfume to me, but I do love the Coca-Cola note in it, which makes it very fresh, and it obviously reminds you Coca-Cola, so you think of like bubbles and freshness and ice, so that is a very nice touch, nice ingredient. We then have Adults, or Let's Settle This Argument Like Adults in the Bedroom Naked. So as you'd expect from that title, this is relatively like sexy perfume. It has a lot of fig in it, very figgy. Again, it has vanilla, which gives it that sexiness and works well with fig. Again, it does have that little bit of cedar in, which I don't love. And it has a citrus vibe, like at first, in the first maybe 3-4 seconds, but predominantly I'm getting fresh figs and vanilla. So this is kind of like an in-betweeny perfume. It's not fruity, it's not vanilla-y, it's like a mixture of them, and then it has some woody notes in the base. But if you like figs, which are of course fruity, but they're not like a tropical type summery vibe, they're more of a warm autumnal fruit, then this is really lovely. There is also Yes, I Was Madly in Love, but that was yesterday. This is a leathery perfume, so probably the heaviest from the range. Very, very deep suede leather. So definitely for someone who wants something a bit more intense and unusual, probably not the kind of thing you'd want to wear to the office or something, but a real sort of power play perfume. Leather can be such a sexy note, I think, in ladies' perfume. So that is the range. Overall, I am really impressed by them. And I visited their counter quite a lot in the department stores here in London, and I've noticed that the people visiting them are all like very well dressed, well groomed, women in their sort of late 20s, 30s, 40s, like very sort of sophisticated vibe, people that are happy to spend a bit more in order to get something that smells really quality, but something that isn't really mainstream that everyone else has. So I do like the black branding, I like the names because it's very like female empowerment. It's not about sort of wearing a perfume because you think a man will like it. So I do sort of like the whole aesthetic of the brand. They of course have so many others as well that you can try, which are all very interesting. It's very interesting fragrances. There's nothing in there that's just like a throwaway where you feel like they haven't thought about it. You really do feel like they've thought about each one. So that's my overview. Let me know if you've tried any of these, what you think. As always, I'll have the links down below to where you can get them. But that's it, guys. So do subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.